What is up, YouTube? Welcome to episode 29 of How to Wholesale Real Estate. Today, this is an epic episode. I'm going to teach you how to door knock. Guys, door knocking, the old school way to find deals. Right now, everybody is just so caught up with all this AI, all this PPC, this PPL, this text blasting, this cold calling, this driving for dollars. They're all great, but there's some old school methods that work. We love snail mail, but what we really love is some door knocking. And Isaiah, who just messaged me in Discord, is going to give you some tips because Isaiah is 19 years old. He knocks doors and he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. His last assignment fee, I believe, was over $50,000 from knocking a door. Guys, y'all are sleeping on door knocking. And I think one of the reasons is, and I'm not here to be the guru slayer, the Zach Ginn guru slayer, but I mean, trust me, I'm a guru now too. I make money on affiliate fees. I make money on all this stuff. We're not pitching it because there's no money to be made. I'm like, hey, sign up for my door knocking software, sign up for my door knocking leads. There's no money to be made. And the other thing is that these influencers like myself were 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, 10 years removed from when we were door knocking. A lot of us started by door knocking. I used to door knock, but now we're just like so caught up with our businesses. Our businesses have evolved. We're so busy that we're working virtually from our own houses that we sort of forgot about door knocking. So that's why it's not taught enough. And I was just thinking about it today. I'm like, why aren't we talking more about door knocking? Max does not have a course. I have a 100% free Discord community. So just feel free to join that. And there are some amazing courses out there. If you want a free course, I really like Zach Ginn's free wholesaling course. Let's go to freewholesaling.com. I'm also in RJ Bates's PPL course, Titanium University. I'm also in Nick Perry's PPC course. I love Pace Morby's course for creative guys. There's some amazing courses out there. Go join them. Just depends what fits your bill. What's your strategy? I don't sell a course at this time. I just have a free community. I like to sell your guys' wholesale deals. But what we're going to learn today, guys, is simply how to find good door knock leads. Okay, what leads should we be door knocking? What to freaking say when you're there and they answer? And then what is my secret note that I leave on doors that they will call you back? Because all we care about with door knocking, guys, is to have a conversation. That's what we're doing. We're skipping all the expensive stuff. We're skipping all the easy stuff. We're going straight to the seller, straight to the homeowner, and we're just trying to have a conversation. Whether they answer the door or they call you back, we're just trying to have a conversation. So how can we maximize the amount of conversations we can have? All right? That's what we're going to learn today. If you guys have questions in the chat, drop them in the chat. And also, if you're like, Max, why am I getting these random ads that are popping up in a YouTube video? Well, I turned ads on for this live stream because I just came back from Chipotle and Starbucks. I sort of spoiled myself. I need to make a quick $10, so turn the ads on. Sucks for you. All right. Who's ready? So, baseline, guys. Let's start with the stupid stuff, okay? Can we just knock out the stupid stuff first? When we're door knocking, what are we trying to achieve? We're trying to get a motivated seller to sign a contract with us below, like market value that we can then wholesale to an investor. Okay? Whether that's cash, whether that's creative, it doesn't matter. We're talking about door knocking, Isaiah. I may have to bring Isaiah up on this live stream, guys. He's an expert. Okay? That's what we're doing. So what property should we be targeting? We should not be targeting the fixed up White House. We should not be targeting the brand new construction, okay? Can we just okay? We're good there, guys? Cool. Just want to make sure that we're trying to mostly target ugly houses. So there's the spray and pray strategy. You guys can go out right now. Literally, leave your neighborhood. Unless you're in Detroit, don't leave without like a bulletproof vest, okay? Literally, leave your neighborhood. Leave your house right now. Go into your neighborhood. Start knocking on ugly houses. What's an ugly house? I could just go into Street View real quick. You know what? Let's do Street View. Someone give me a random a random city. Drop a random city here in the chat. Okay, we'll go Street View. We look for ugly houses. That's the spray and pray approach. That's the easy approach. We can all do that. But how can we even get more targeted? How can we be a sniper? How can we go from shotgun to sniper? Because shotgun, guys, you're going to knock a lot of ugly houses, and that's okay. But how can we be a sniper? We're going to talk about that here in a second. All right. So Isaiah said Visali. I don't know. He's saying some stupid city. No, it's in California. It's a really good market. All right. I don't even know how to say that. All right. So let's check out Visali of, I don't know how to say that. All right. So Visalia, California. All right. This is beautiful Visalia, California. All right, guys. We're going to open it up in maps. Okay. We're just going to go to a random neighborhood. Let's drop our little funny guy in there. Okay. Now, you could drive for dollars virtually. I've taught you this. You can do all this. But door knocking gets you straight in front of the sellers. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I can't make guarantees on YouTube. Can't make guarantees. I don't want to get sued. But if you knock 100 ugly houses, there is a very low probability, unless you don't, even if you don't speak English, that you're not going to find a good lead. You guys can make $10,000. Just go knock 100 doors. How many of you here in the chat have ever knocked 100 doors? And then I want you to tell me how many of you that did knock 100 doors, how many did you guys get no good leads? I'd be skeptical. Anyways, we're on this street, okay? Are we going to knock this house? Maybe. Something stand out. Actually, yeah, the roof looks messed up. Yeah, maybe we knock that house, okay? What we're looking for is a trash. We're looking for a rundown house. This person maintains their yard. If they have time to maintain their yard, they probably have time to maintain their life. We're looking for people whose life has just gotten ahead of them. So we're there to be the solution for them. Their house is a liability. We're there to be a solution for them. This person's not maintaining their yard, but he has a pretty nice house, okay? Probably not the right fit. You guys sort of figure out what we're looking for. I told you, this live stream is going to start easy. We're going to start with the stupid stuff, and then we're going to move on to the harder stuff, okay? This house, I don't like solar panels, fixed up. They have too much money. You guys are getting the vibe, right? Okay, Max, this is easy. I can go up and down this street and look for ugly houses, right? I think we can all do that. Also, I really like when there's moving signs. That's really good. Or they have a dump truck out front. They're doing garage sales. Things like that stand out. They have a beat up car. This house, way too nice. All right. But how can we maximize this? We go sniper mode. Okay. Let's go sniper mode here. Where can we find properties, guys, that potentially are tax delinquent? They're behind on their taxes. Knock, knock, knock. You're behind on your taxes. Sell me your house. Where can we find properties where they're in pre-foreclosure? Knock, knock, knock. You're about to lose your house on the 2nd. Yep, that's when the auction's coming up. Sell me your house. Where can we find houses that they just shut off the water? Knock, knock, knock. Bro, you smell like shit. Is it because they turned off your water and you can't shower? Sell me your house. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, 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 knock. You guys get, so how can we find those properties? A few different ways. Easy option. Let's start with the easy option. The easy option is to use a software. Y'all know we talk about these softwares every day on the chat. You guys got my 3 favorite, right? You got X Leads, Deal Machine, Batch Leads. You also have PropStream. You guys need a free software, PropWire. Free. You don't got money, PropWire. PropWire, PropWire, PropWire. I don't want to freaking hear it. If you guys don't have money, PropWire. If you need a simple, cheap software, that's Jerry Norton software, it's good. But y'all know, my favorite software lately and for a while has been, X Leads. But I'm going to give you a better way than these softwares in a second. Juan is already saying it in the chat. I'm going to give you a better one than these softwares in a second. But yes, you can do these softwares. You can pull up your market, Visalia. All right. And we can filter. So what type of properties do we want to door knock? Well, I just mentioned a few. Tax delinquent, that's pretty good. Pre-foreclosures, that's pretty good. You're not going to go probably door knock high equity or free and clear. None of that. You're really looking for a pain. Okay. All right. So we pull a pre-foreclosure list in Visalia. It's searching. 72 results. Go door knock these 72. Okay. So get into this cluster here, go walk up and down the street, door knock these 4 houses, and then door knock some other houses, some other ugly houses. That's a strategy. All right. But how can we even get more detailed? How can we find the best data? Clerk of the court, county website, guys. Isaiah, where did you find your deals that you door knocked that you ripped $50,000 on? Let me guess. You looked up the county website, county data, guys. The most accurate data, and I love X leads. I love X leads. The most accurate data is not going to come from X leads. It's not. It's going to come from the county. It's just the reason you guys aren't doing this. It's because it's a pain in the butt to get it. You got to go in there, you got to go, and then you got to fill out all those forms. And then sometimes they don't get back to you. So you have to call. Sometimes you have to go down to the city. It's a pain, but you want to make money. Making money is a pain in the ass sometimes. The clerk, county clerk, recorder. Guys, this is where you get your best data. Go to the county websites. Go to the county. Knock on their door. Get some county data. Get some county data. Okay. Let's talk about some lists that I like from the county. Pre-foreclosures. That could be good. Probates. I don't know about knocking probates, but getting probate lists, oof, that'd be great. So pre-foreclosures, guys, and then you guys can get creative with it. Then you guys can get really fun. Some of my favorites, guys, are the properties that the county has just put. I forgot the word. How did I just forget the word? Help me, guys. The code violations. All right. So the county, these are easy to get. I can probably pull it up here. Ty, are you here in the watching the live stream? Ty's here. Ty, give me the link to go pull, I don't know, code violations in like Fort Worth. It's so freaking easy, guys. I even have it in my Discord. All right. These are properties that the city has said like, bruh, you are not cutting your lawn. You're about to get fined. Bruh, you have all this trash out front. You're about to get fined. I have a video, guys, where Ty, shout out to Ty, teaches you how to pull county list in 60 seconds. Okay. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear the video. Can you guys hear the video? Check. Yes. No. Can you guys hear this? Maybe. Let me know in the chat. Anyways, guys, this video, Ty teaches you how to do it. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear the video. You guys aren't responding. No, you guys couldn't. Go watch this video if you guys need to. Ty shows you how to do it. Guys, this data, you go and knock it. It takes a bit to get. You can't guarantee it, but I'm pretty confident you're going to get a deal if you go knock these leads. Okay? We got that. I just gave you a 10-minute rant on how to find them. That's okay. You can't hear the video. No worries. You guys can go watch it on your own time. And then, guys, Zach has a ton of good videos on how to pull lists. He may not have them up on YouTube, but they are in freewholesaling.com. Okay. All right. The best code violations to pull, there's some easy ones to get, then there's some hard ones to get. The easy ones to get are like, code violations like I haven't cut my lawn or trash out front. They're all good. They're all good. It's like saying, what's the best Victoria's Secret model to date? None of them. My beautiful girlfriend's way better. But, right, it's like, bruh, they're all good. But, like, some favorites are like water shut off because, like, dude, if they shut off the water and someone's living there, bruh. Like, come on. Take us on a Twitch knock walk. Dude, I should YouTube live stream that. If I had someone here locally in DFW to film me, if any of you guys want to take me up on that, I'll go knock doors live for like one of these live streams. Someone take me up on that. I'll pull a list. I'll go knock doors. I'll also go knock ugly houses. Yeah, I mean, hey, one thing you guys will do it. Let's meet up. Let's link. One thing you guys got to know about me is that I do the dirty work. I'll go in there and fucking do all this shit that you guys are doing. I am no better than you guys. All right. Just because you're watching me on YouTube channel does not mean I'm not good enough to go hit some doors. All right. So that's what we do. You're in Dallas, bro? Cool. Let's link up. Hit me up in Discord. I'll fly down to Dallas, I swear. All right. You guys got it? We can do a full, you know what? Ty, Thursday's live stream. Let's teach people how to pull county lists. You down, buddy? All right. Cool. Now, what do we say? If anybody wants to do some role play with me, just let me know. I'll invite you up on this live stream. I'm going to make this quick, guys. 30 minutes. I'm going to teach you guys how to knock doors. And we're going to get on to whatever else we want to do on this live stream. Now, I want to know what Isaiah says specifically for pre-foreclosures. I know he leaves a note that says, there are 4 ways to stop the foreclosure. Call me. I know he leaves that note. I'll tell you what I do. Then we can get Isaiah up on here. I go to a property. Knock. Oh my God, guys, what do you say? If someone comes to the door, what do you say? It's pretty awkward, right? I have my own pitch. You guys have to develop your own. I just say, hey, man, or hey, mister, you be professional. Let's do some stupid cover. Like, guys, stupid stuff first. Don't wear this. Don't wear a black hoodie, right? Look a little bit professional. Okay, don't look like you're going to scare them. Knock on the door, back away. Show your hands. Like, come on, like just basic things, guys. Don't go like this. Like I wouldn't fucking answer the door if someone had their hands in their pocket. Okay, so knock on the door, you back up, put your hands in front of you. Maybe don't flex on them, right? Because these guns are going to scare them. And just be like, hey, Mr. or Mrs. What I say, you guys say whatever you want. We recently bought a house, which I usually have bought houses in this area, so I'm not lying. I don't recommend you guys lie, so maybe come up with your own pitch. But you can say my partner if you guys need to. Recently just bought a house down the street. Nice thing about me is done about 150 deals in DFW, so I pretty much have bought in a house on pretty much all the streets in this area. So, hey, just recently bought a property or recently went into contract on a property down the street. Sorry, I'm freezing. Just wanted to know if any of the other neighbors while we're in the area wanted to potentially sell their house for cash. I know it's a random question. Just want to see if maybe you're open to that. That's what I say. Is it a magic pitch? No. At the end of the day, guys, getting in front of the seller and just saying, hey, I'm a real estate investor. I know this is a bit weird, but just wanted to know if you were open to selling your property. I'm actively buying houses in this area. Cash, right? Whatever you want to say. I like to be a little bit more like, hey, there's a property down the street. We recently bought it, or we recently got it under contract. I'm just going up and down the street to see if any other neighbors wanted to sell their house. Then you just wait there, sit in the awkward silence. Now, if you just knocked any door, likely they're going to say no. If you snipe them, they may be a little bit more motivated, okay? But I don't go knock a pre-foreclosure and said, hey, brokey, you're behind on your mortgage. The second's coming around. Sucks for you. No, come on. Treat these people with dignity and respect, guys. But knock on that door. Just be honest with them. Just, sit hands out front. Just be like, hey, I know it's a bit of a weird question, but I'm a real estate investor. I'm actively buying properties in the area. Just want to know if maybe you're open to selling your house for all cash. If they say no, what I do is I just say, completely understand. And I just say, is it worth your time if I can just give you, a no obligation cash offer? Can I at least tell you what your house is worth, man? Okay. Like, I'm not going to, okay, between us, I don't take the first no unless they say, get the fuck off my, okay, shit, bro, shit. Chill. Okay. But if they say, nah, man, like, no, I'm good. I don't want to sell. I get it. That's what Jimmy said down the street too, when we approached him. But after we gave him our cash offer, he changed his mind. So if you just give me, 2 minutes of your time, can I just quickly tell you what we would pay for your property? No, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to sell. I've been here for 50 years. Get it. It's a beautiful neighborhood. But it's changed a lot. Do you still like living here as much as you did 50 years ago? Sit there and shut up. Oh, this and that and this and that, right? So then you just get talking. Some things I also like to point out is when you go to someone's property, a lot of times they show themselves in the property. So I went and knocked the door once, and lady had a lot of plants, hundreds of different plants in front of her house. And she was immediately like, no, I don't want to sell my house. I said, that's completely fine. I'm just curious. Can I ask you what plant that is? Because I love that plant. And immediately she opened up. She was like, oh, honey, that's a begonia. Oh my God. And I got that from my, and she started talking to me for 5 minutes about plants. And then we came back around and I was like, hey, I love these plants, this and that. And then she started talking about the motivation. She's like, the city hates my plants and they don't let me grow my plants however they want. And now I'm getting code violations because of my plants. I'm just so tired of living here. I was like, I get it. Wouldn't it be better to live somewhere else? Yeah. I was like, well, can I give you a cash offer and you can go move somewhere else? The deal ended up not working out for different reasons. The house was just, but approach them. A lot of times, guys, you walk up, the guy has a Cowboys flag. You know what? Once they say no, you'd be like, hey, man, I totally get it. But did you watch that Cowboys game last Sunday? Dude, can you believe they traded? Be personal with these people. You have an unfair advantage because you get to see them, you get to see their house, and you get to see what they like. All right? Just try to get the conversation going. That's your guys' goal. Okay? I'm only going to do this for 10 more minutes, guys. I'm just give you a quick pitch. But your goal with door knocking is to get a conversation. That's it. Conversation. Okay? All right. So let's say they don't answer, because a lot of times you're going to knock the door and they're not going to answer. I leave a note. Leave a paper plate. That's what Pace Morby does, or used to. Leave whatever the hell you want as long as they see it. And then you need to leave something that would make them call you back. If you say, hey, cash offer on your property, call me back. Maybe. You guys want to know my secret weapon? This is my secret weapon. I leave this note. A simple note. That's all I write. That's literally all I write. I say, leave a note on their door that just says, call me about your neighbor. The fuck? So what are humans? They love drama. They love tea, right? They want to know the tea on their neighbors. They're like, what's going on with my neighbor? So they get on the phone. They call me back. Obviously, leave your phone number under there. Hey, someone told me to call them about my neighbor. Oh, yeah, completely understand. Yeah, your neighbor down the street. I'm actually buying his house. And then they're going to be like, okay, what's going on here? This is weird. You're going to be like, I know this is random, but we're calling other people in the neighborhood. Just want to know if maybe I could buy their house too. Are they going to maybe be mad at you that you swindled them? Maybe, but guess what? I got them on the phone, whereas you guys didn't. And once I get someone on the phone, I'm an expert at selling. I'm not the best in the world. I'm pretty damn good. I'm getting better every day. I can turn that conversation to something positive. It started a little bit negative. Give me 2 minutes on the phone. I'm going to have that person loving me. We're going to have a conversation going. All I need is for someone to call me back. Someone to just open that door, give me an opportunity. I'm going to fucking close them. So yeah, that's the secret note I leave. Call me about your neighbor. Yeah, your neighbor down the street. Turns out I'm buying his house. And I just love this neighborhood and I wanted to buy some more houses. By chance, are you selling your house? No, I'm not selling my house. I completely get it. That's what Jerry said too. But after I told him how much I'd pay, he said, take the keys. So can I at least tell you how much I'd pay for your house? Bruh. No, I don't want to sell. Then you fucking attack them. Then you say, hey, I completely understand. However, I know my expertise is helping people who are in pre-foreclosure. The evil banks, the economy is so bad right now. I help people save their home from foreclosure and give them money to move on. I know you're a bit behind on your loan and the auction's coming up on the 2nd. Can I help you? Right. So that's when I go direct. When I got that second, third no, and they're about to hang up the phone or shut that door, I go straight to the pain. I say, okay, I know you're behind on taxes. I've bought 30 homes from people who are also behind on taxes, and I help them move on. Can I help you as well? Right. That's where I go after that. Now, once you get the conversation rolling, it's a normal fucking wholesale conversation, guys. You don't talk about the fucking house. You don't talk about the repairs. You get the motivation. Because if they have said, yeah, maybe I'm open to a cash offer, most likely there's a little bit of motivation there, especially if you snipe them. There's going to be motivation there. You sit there 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. You talk about the motivation. Motivation gets you deals.
What year is the foundation? Oh, the roof looks to be missing a few shingles.
Fuck that shit. Motivation. Is there anyone else living in the house with you? No, I'm here alone. Oh, wow. Have you always lived here alone? Oh no, my husband died 2 years ago. Motivation. And you shut the fuck up. You listen. You have a conversation with them. Maybe that person's lonely. Maybe they need a friend. You go fucking sit down at their kitchen table with them. You hang out with them. And you tell me what type of man your husband was. I actually care about these people. I mean, if you don't give a shit about people, then you're probably some sort of psychopath, and you probably shouldn't be wholesaling. Anyways, I care about people, and I actually want to help people. And that's why I like this business. So then I get there and I have a conversation with them. Wow, really? That's what type of man he was? I mean, I just saw this table here. It looks handmade. By chance, did he make that? Oh, how did you know? He was a woodsman. I don't know what the fuck they're called. Some guy that makes wood stuff. Whatever. Right? You just have that conversation. It's once you guys do this a lot, it's pretty easy to figure out what someone's motivation is when you just start talking to them. You ask 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open-ended questions, and then you shut up. That's the key. You shut up and listen. They're going to tell you what their pain is. And then you stay on that pain. You actually care about their pain, and you're there and you're listen and you're a therapist for that person. After 10, 15 minutes, then you can weave the conversation back around and be like, hey, you and I have built some good rapport. I really like you. I really want to help you here. And I think I am the right solution for you. So, tell me, what's the best price you can do for me on this house? Right? That's it. That's what RJ does, guys. What's the best price you can do for me? At that point, you guys are already friends. What's the best price you can do for me? They give you a number. If you've done a good job, it's probably a good number. Then you can work them down if needed, but you're not trying to make $300,000 on some person in a bad situation. You're just trying to make enough that everyone wins. All right. That was about 30 minutes. What questions can I answer? I'm going to move into Q&A now, guys. That is my 30-minute tutorial masterclass on door knocking. All right. Not a ton of you showed up to this live stream. That's fine. A lot of you guys aren't interested in door knocking because a lot of you guys aren't interested in actually putting in hard work. But again, Isaiah is door knocking and making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. So are you telling me you're not, you're too good to make $100,000 a year? I don't know. Maybe you are. I'll go knock a door. You guys don't have questions about door knocking? You guys got to have a couple questions. If not, I'll just move on to another subject. But that's really all it is. Isaiah, what do you have to add about that? If you want to jump in here, I'm happy to add you in, man. I mean, you do this more than me. So if you do want to jump in, you can, no pressure. Is it better to door knock with your left hand or than your right hand? These are the questions I was looking for. Thank you, Ty. Thank you. Yeah, for sure, man. Do we use the same script for pre-foreclosures as we do in a regular driving for dollars? The script's all the same, guys. You're just having a conversation with someone. I think a lot of people put too much emphasis on the exact script when really what's mattering is that you're just getting in front of people. It's a numbers game. The more people you get in front of and the better the leads that you're getting in front of, that's why the sniper approach is smart. The more deals you're going to get. You guys, I'm going to be honest with you guys. You guys, the first 10 doors you're going to knock, you're probably going to piss yourself. You may or may not shit yourself, and you're going to stumble and mess up the conversations. That's normal. It's normal. People are going to slam the doors in your face. You're going to feel like shit. But then that 11th door, that's going to be a deal, and that's going to make you $30,000. But like most great gamblers, You quit before you win big. How do you stop your buyer from undercutting your wholesaling virtually when you send them to check out the house? Good question, but I always vet my buyers first, Chris. So obviously I'm wholesaling virtually every single day. I actually was about to call a buyer right now. And well, one, you have the power of the contract. And with the contract, as long as your contract was well written, no one else can take the deal from you. That's the beauty of contracts. Okay. Now, I don't want to get into specifics, but if someone did undercut you while you were under contract on a property, you could potentially cloud title. You can sue for specific performance. There's a lot of things you can do. Probably don't want to go there, but that's what you could do. But at the end of the day, a simple conversation with your buyer. Hey, man, have you bought some houses before? Cool. You know what? Like I'm the contract holder on this property. If you like it after you walk it, I'm not going to make a fortune on this deal. Really just trying to look for a good buyer. Just, just going to need you to sign this agreement and then submit non-refundable EMD. If they seem like a good, nice enough guy, you're cool. Are you going to have some buyers who are going to potentially go around you? Yeah, but you have the contract, right? So there's not too much they can do. And again, if it's a good buyer and they've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deals, they're not going to go around you for $5,000. They're just not. There's not a breach of contract between you and the buyer. There's a breach of contract between you and the seller. The buyer hasn't signed any agreement with you. There's nothing illegal about him going around you to the seller and saying, "Hey, I'll pay more," right? But it's very rare that they do that. So when you're door knocking, it's hitting the list you pulled, correct? Yeah, it's again, do you want to take the shotgun approach or do you want to take the sniper approach? Shotgun approach is ugly house, go knock the door. Sniper approach is these are my leads, I'm going to go hit them. Now, the only problem with sniper approach is that there may only be one good lead per street, right? So I sort of like to mix the sniper and the shotgun. There's a pre-foreclosure lead that I wanted to knock. I knocked it. They didn't answer. I left my note. And then there was 3 or 4 ugly houses on the same street. Knock, 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 knock. Then I can maybe get in my car. I hit up the next pre-foreclosure, and I also knock the other ugly houses around. Let's bring Isaiah in, who does this. He'll have some good tips for us. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Max?
Hey, looking good, dude.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Sorry, I'm driving to the coast right now because you can't do this when you're a real estate investor. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But some tips I like to do when I door knock is, I know you said, is the script the same? So honestly, dude, when you're knocking, you're going to have days where I knock 20 doors every day. Yesterday, 10 people answered out of the 20. That's fucking great.
That's good.
And then my door knocker, he was in a different county yesterday, and only 5 out of the 20 answered, right? So it's like that's just how it's gonna go some days. But everyone's gonna respond a little bit differently, especially if you're hitting that door multiple times, because it's not just gonna be okay. I'm gonna knock this door once. They don't call me, they don't answer me. It's not a deal. A lot of my deals, I've had to fire and knock 15, 16, 20 times, and I to get these deals. But obviously, when I first go, I leave a business card, and then I leave a sticky note. The sticky note is just gonna say, "Hey, it's Isaiah. You have 5 options to stop the sale. Call me." And it's gonna be a number. It's gonna be different from my business card number, though. And then when I go the second time and they don't answer, I'm gonna go on Deal Machine, whatever app that you like to use. I'm gonna look at what their neighbor's name is. And if their neighbor name's Stan and their name is Grace, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Grace, it's Stan. Call me." And it's gonna be a different number again. It's not gonna be the same number. And then if they don't answer that time, then I go and then I leave a paper plate, and it's like, "Hey, it's their other neighbor's name, right? Hey, it's John. Grace, please call me." And then a different number. And then when they have an auction date and their auction date's coming up, I'm hitting them like if it's within the 2 weeks of their auction date, I'm hitting them every day.
Okay, the neighbor thing's a bit okay. That's what I do, but you take it to another level. You say it's your actual neighbor's name. That's pretty incredible. Okay, now how do you weave that conversation? It's, "Hi, Dan. Dan, what did you need, Dan?"
Yeah, so I'm like, Oh yeah, this is Isaiah. My partner is actually Dan, so I pretend Dan's an imaginary partner that just happens to be her neighbor's name.
The thing is, guys, Isaiah has the right idea. He is trying to just open the door because Isaiah is a fucking salesman. If someone opens the door and gets a conversation with Isaiah, Isaiah's going to get that house and help that seller. You just got to get that conversation.
And even if they're like, oh, what the fuck? I thought you were my neighbor, or da-da-da-da. Guess what? There's a million people that have been trying to get a hold of this contact. Maybe on Deal Machine, it says a different number that's skip trace. Now, all of a sudden, I'm the one person in the world that has the seller's correct phone number. All of a sudden, who's going to get that deal? It's going to be me. And I'm not fucking letting anyone else take it.
There you go. That's it,
So,
guys.
yeah, it's but like for me, it's been a big help to track my KPIs. Because don't get me wrong, I still get scared fucking knocking doors, and I do this shit like 3 times a week. But if you know that after knocking 31 doors, you'll get a deal. By the time you're on door 30, you're like, oh, I just need one more person to answer, and it's gonna be a fucking deal. And you know, if your average deal size is like 30 grand, one more door and I make 30 grand. Like that's it. It's just a numbers game.
Love it. Why don't you think more people are knocking doors?
Because they're pussies. And they don't want to make money.
I could have said it better myself.
They don't want to make money, man.
Dude, I can see it. Like this live stream, it has a third of the amount of viewers that my typical live streams have. No one wants to knock doors, bro.
They're terrified. It is scary. It is scary. I've been swung at, been spit at, a lot of things. But once you get a 50 grand check, and then the next month you're getting a 60 grand check, who gives a shit? Max. I'm damn near having I'm having a 100 grand month all from door knocking, dude. Like it works. It works, bro.
So you just pull the pre-foreclosures from county website and then hit the doors.
Yeah. So this is something too. A little tip. If you go to the so normally there's gonna be like when you search up the Tulare County Recorder or whatnot, it's gonna give you online. It's gonna give you web access. Now the web access isn't gonna show the document, but if you're local or you know someone local, have them go in person. Have them go on the website that they need to do to view it, and copy that exact URL, and that URL will work on your phone.
Okay, so what this just told me is you and I are going to do a actual video on just door knocking. Ty's going to do a video on pulling the list. You and I are going to do a video on door knocking. You hit me up when you're free, all right, man?
Let's do it, man. I love it.
All right, it's going to be 19-year-old is making $100,000 a month knocking pre-foreclosures.
This is just a really good month, Max. I got that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's it's good for clickbait. Who cares? Don't worry.
All right. Yeah, it's a really good month. But honestly, yeah, door knocking is, if you want to make 30 grand in 30 days, door knock auction dates. That's simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's door knock auction dates.
Exactly.
And my approach is a little bit different. I know yours is more like you're trying to get the sell. Since literally the only list I do is notice of defaults and notice of trustee sales. It's just, hey, my name's Isaiah. I just wanted to stop by because I saw that your lender's been giving you some grief. I just wanted to see if there's any way I could help you out. That's it.
So what are the 5 ways to stop an auction? I'm actually curious about that.
Yeah, so one's going to be to reinstate the loan. And then while you're going through these options with them, if they're open and hearing it at the door, try and collect as much information as possible. Okay, yeah. Do you know how much money you're behind? Okay, you're about 8 grand behind. Okay, do you have that money saved up? No, I don't. Okay, can you borrow it from a family member maybe? No, I don't think so. Do you have a 401k from work? No, I don't have one. So already, boom, option number 1's it's out. They can't do it. So they can't reinstate the loan. Option number 2 would be a loan modification. Okay, so let's say you owe 100. Do you know how much you currently owe on the house? And now you know how much equity they have. Oh, I think I owe around 140 grand still. Okay, so they put the 8 grand on the back half of the payments, and all of a sudden your mortgage balance goes from 140,000 to 148,000, and you're making payments on that. And you know what interest rate you have? I have a 2% interest rate. Okay, well today's interest rates are about 6.5%. Your interest rates are going to go to 6.5%, so your payment's probably going to go up 1.5 times. Do you think you can afford that? No, I can't afford that. And we already tried that. We got denied. Okay, you got denied.
Yep.
Well, option 3 is going to be a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. No, I don't recommend this. It's like a Band-Aid on an infected wound. It'll stop the sale, but at the end of the day, that bleeding's still going to be there. Your credit's going to drop by 200 points. You're not going to be able to buy or get a loan for anything for the better half of a decade. And, just pretty much explain what a bankruptcy does. And then option number 4, you just pitch it. Like, obviously, I know you got a million people banging down your door trying to give you this. It's a cash sale. You go with any investor if you're choosing. You sell it for cash, easy. You get paid and get out of there. Option number 5, I know you have a 2% interest rate. Have you ever heard of subject to? Has anyone explained that to you? And then just break it down. It's kind of like selling a car with financing, pretty much.
Okay, so what was the first one again? So I know I'm learning here, guys. Second one was loan modification. Third one was
Chapter 13
bankruptcy. Fourth one was cash sale. Fifth one was sub 2. What was the first one?
Was a reinstatement. So all that means is that they bring the loan current. They're $8,000 behind. They come up with the $8,000 and they pay their loan servicer.
All right, I am gonna steal that for my next video. Damn, this was good. All right, adding that to my video list. Oh dang, I'm making a video on that. That's cool. All right, I'm putting that in there. Video. I'm literally putting notes in there right now. Videos, and it's gonna be this 5 ways to stop a pre-foreclosure. Sick. Okay. Cool, man. Any other gems you want to drop?
Yeah, honestly, just you can't be in it only to make money. Obviously, I'm very, very happy that I'm having a huge month this month, of course. But you have to, at the end of the day, really want to help these people out and like genuinely like be empathetic and care about these situations. Like the other day, I was at the county clerk record and I saw when my house went up to auction in 2023, right? And you know, it was about to get sold at auction. So I saw that, and it always puts me back in their position and how stressful it is. So you have to come from a place of like wanting to help these people, and they'll see right through you if you're in it for the money.
I agree. I 100% agree.
So that's it. And also, I don't think doing auction day properties is for the new investor either. Just because I've been in like a couple stressful situations where I've stopped an auction like 3 minutes before it's supposed to go. And don't get me wrong, it has you fucking pulling your hair out and all that stuff. It's very, very stressful. And at the end of the day, you're kind of messing with their livelihood.
Well, the beautiful part is you can always JV, right? So if someone found the auction is in 2 days and it's in, you know, Central California, they got to call Isaiah, and Isaiah and him can 50-50 JV that shit.
Exactly, and I'll be able to get it done because I do this business for real. I'm not one of those fakers. So.
Nah, man. When are you selling a course?
Give me when Zach kicks me out. When Zach kicks me out of his Discord, I'll start selling a course at that point.
That's my thought. If Zach ever starts to like kick me out, all right, course is coming out.
Yeah, if Zach ever decides to take me off his Chat GPT wholesaling list, I'll just go ahead and start selling a course at that point.
Dude, I know I got the first call from like his Chat GPT list because some guy was like, "You buy my house." I was like, "Do you know who I am?" He said, "No." I'm like, "I came from Zach's Chat GPT list."
That's cool. That's cool, man. That's really awesome. But yeah, that's all the nuggets I got. I mean, I could sit here and give away free game about pre-foreclosures because I really love this business. But we could do that a different time.
Full video later. All right, man. Well, thanks, Isaiah. Go have fun wherever you're going.
All right, see you, Max. Thanks for the knowledge. Again, if you're one of the 25 people on here and you don't door knock, you don't want to make money. So
don't want to make money. All right, see you, buddy.
All right, later.
There you go, guys. We're gonna do a full video with Isaiah here soon. 19-year-old, almost gonna hit 100K month door knocking pre-foreclosures. I'm also gonna do a video with Ty, who I just added in here, on how to actually pull those lists. We've already made one of them. We're gonna do more videos on that because that video is popping off. Thank you, Ty.
You're welcome.
All right, goodbye, Ty. And guys, that's door knocking 101. All right. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to let you guys ask any final questions. Ty, I'll let you back in here in a second. Any final questions, guys? All right. All right, I'm looking at your questions. Go leave a paper plate. If you have a property under assignment and you're not 100% sure if the end buyer is another wholesaler, can you put a clause in the contract to prevent this on a TREC 1-4? No, because you don't assign a property with the TREC 1-4 you assign a property with an assignment contract. So in my assignment contracts, I just put, this contract is not assignable. I also put like you have to have EMD in within, to make this contract valid, and a few other things, right? So that would prevent them from wholesaling my contract. How old am I? I'm 26, I think. Yeah, no, you're good, man. But you put a few clauses in your contract so that they don't do it. How much did Isaiah say he was making a month? He had wholesaling guys has good and bad months, but Isaiah may hit 100K this month. 19 knocking doors. At what stage do you want to hit them up again? Every single waking second of your life. If they're on the pre-foreclosure list and their auction is on the 2nd, so that's 17 days from now, I hit them up every hour. Every time I go and sit on the toilet, I'm like, wipe my ass. All the time. All right. How long have I been wholesaling? About 3-ish years? I can't even remember. 3-4 years. I've been investing in real estate for almost a decade now, but I'm actually new to wholesaling compared to some of the OG guys. All right. Notice of default just means pre-foreclosure, like they're going to default on their loan. They haven't paid their loan. All right. You guys had a good time? Cool. Okay. Well, that was the point of today's live stream. What can we do now? I got to work on a few deals and stuff. And if you guys have just general wholesaling questions, feel free to ask me. I'm just going to do my typical business now, review some of your guys' deals. You guys love this part of the video. I know you guys do. Drop me any deals that you need me to comp. I'm here to comp. I'm your comp guy right now. So send any addresses in the chat if you want to. I'm going to prioritize contracts that were just sent to maxdispo.com. So any contracts that were just sent to maxdispo.com, we actually just got one right now from Shanks. Damn, Shanks is one of my best wholesalers. This is going to be interesting. We'll check out Shanks's deal. He sent me a deal in Michigan. Let's go check that out. We can also do some land comping. I don't know what FFS means. And yeah, then when JVing on a wholesale deal, then we're going to buy Kyle a Go High Level subscription. When JVing on a wholesale deal, who typically opens up title, acquisitions or Dispo? Typically acquisitions, but it can be either. How do you navigate the conversation with the seller for next step after they sign a contract? Man, I need to release a freaking Dispo course. Okay, let's walk through that, man. So I actually just doing this right now. Let's quickly call a buyer and let's see if I can get an actual conversation going. Okay. Oh. Okay, cool. So I got a bunch of texts. Let's see. I should have a buyer. Let's call this guy. This guy said he wanted to buy one of my houses. We'll see if he actually does. He may not answer.
For a more immediate response. 239.
Oh, not going to dox him. Okay. So let's go back to your question though. So yeah, when you're JVing, either party can open up title. I can open up title. You can open up title. It doesn't really matter. Oftentimes, your buyer may want a specific title company. So some people wait to open up title until they find a buyer, right? Because you can also change title companies, but it's a bit of pain in the ass and it sort of sucks for the title company. Just make sure you're working with an investor-friendly title company. Make sure you call them, you vet them, you've seen if they, so call them and be like, hey, yo, are you investor-friendly? Yeah. Do you do wholesale deals? No, we don't. Okay, piss off. Yeah, we do wholesale deals. I also asked him, like, do you do double closes? Oh, we love to do double closes. Dude, they're going to be a good investor-friendly title company, right? Do you do pass-through double closes? That's my second name. Literally, my second name is Pass Through Double Close. That's a weird second name, but cool. I like that title company. Anyways, make sure you're using a good title company or ask recommendations in Facebook groups. But how do you navigate the conversation with the seller for next steps? Hey, man, so you saw the property. Do you want it? Yeah. Well, great. This property is first come, first serve, which means I don't play favorites. Whoever gives me my price, and my price is fair. My price is $75,000 for this house. Whoever signs the agreement and sends me the $3,000, the $5,000, the $7,500 non-refundable earnest money, whatever your earnest money is, make sure it's at least $3,000. My $3,000 non-refundable earnest money, they get the house. So I got some other people interested. They haven't sent me the EMD yet. So do you want to be the first? Yeah, I want the fucking house. All right, cool, man. Here's the contract. It just hit your inbox now. Sign that, review it, take your time, but there's nothing crazy in there. Just review the contract and then send in the EMD. I just sent you the wiring instructions. Get it done. Once EMD hits or get confirmation of the EMD, house is yours. That's it, man. Tax lien sales. What do you specifically mean by tax lien sales? Because they could mean some different things. Maybe at least I interpret it a different way. All right, Jude sent me a property. Jude, I'll review it. Jude owes me $150, guys. Did you know that? Did you guys know that Jude owes me $150? That's kidding, man. Part of the game. Can you sell turnkey Section 8 properties in your Dispo service? Absolutely. Turnkey Section 8s all day long. You just got to make sure they're priced right. Turnkey Section 8. That sounds pretty good. Okay, you guys are sending a few deals. All right, cool. Pay the owed taxes and you get the property. I mean, I've never personally paid the owed tax. No, I've never done one. That seller lied to my wallet too, bro. Okay, let's comp some properties. I'm going to drop my desk. Let's comp some properties. Let's see what Shanks just brought us. Let's see what Shanks just brought us. Am I comping deals or no? Do you want to comp them? You can help me out. I'm going to comp them here, but if you want to give them a shot, Ty, you can comp too. I'm going to start with contracts. This is usually how the live streams go, guys. It's always just like you guys hear me rant for about half an hour, and then you're like, okay, I just want Max to comp my properties. All right, that's fine. All right, how do you get around double close in Texas, though? Say I'm doing agent outreach and offer them buyers. What do you mean, how do you get around it? You just work with the title company that does double closes. What's the issue? And offer them buyers. I don't understand the issue. Guys, I never double close. I just tell people I'm wholesaling. They're okay with it because I know how to weave the conversation. Anyone, dude, I do so much land wholesaling. We're actually, my buddy Cade right now, guys, he just texted me. Look at this. Look at this. EMDN. He just made $30,000 on a land deal. That's crazy. All right, let's check this deal. So Shanks just sent me a deal, guys. It's in Michigan. Shanks is a pretty good wholesaler, so I'm hoping this is a good deal. Yeah, Kay just that lead was a $29 PPL coupon club lead. He turned $29 into $30,000. Holy, that is crazy. So yeah, he got that at Maximilian Dier. Actually, you know what? Actually, you guys want all my affiliate links? You guys can just go to maximiliandier.com. Oh shit, hold on. My computer redirects the property leads. maximiliandier.com. If you guys want to know all the softwares that I use, just go here. So yeah, he got this from iSpeed Elite Coupon Club. Spent $29, turned that into $30,000. Pretty freaking crazy. Anyways, these are the softwares I use. So if you guys want to check that out, here's the link. Land is so lucrative, def if you do acres. I know somebody did 100K on land. I don't do acres. I only do infill lots just because acres is a completely different business. But yeah, the people who do acres also make a lot of money. I just recommend most of you guys start with infill lots. I do not recommend you guys do acres. Fuck yeah. Okay. So here's the property that Shank sent me. His estimate's 15,000. So this better be a cheap house. I'm looking at this. He got it for, he says ARV is 120. All right, we'll see about that. He said repairs is 80,000. Holy shit. Needs full renovation. Roof needs to be replaced. Needs AC. Has a left window slightly open for access and can. Okay, great. I got to crawl through the window. Bathrooms need to be remodeled and need faucets. The foundation likely needs to be checked on a walk, but Michigan properties don't have too many foundation issues. Okay, well, I didn't know that. Anyways, house is shit. Okay, do we have pictures? Oh, we got pictures. Let's go. Let's go. We got pictures. Let's see how shitty this house is. All right, so you guys ready? Well, that's a fireplace. That's the house. Oh, it needs work. See all the missing brick? This roof looks old. It's actually a really pretty house. Oh, God, that basement is not finished. Looks like it was flooded almost. That doesn't look so bad. That looks bad. That kitchen's fucked. This house is absolutely fucked. Oh, we got a video. This is the worst video ever. What was the point of just taking a video of the stairs? God, some of these, who takes these things, man? It amazes me. That was all right. Anyways, shitty house. That's okay. What's to be expected? Can't expect a lot. Let's see how much it is. What do you guys think? What do you guys think in the chat? How much do you think he locked it up for in the chat? I'm looking at it right now. Okay, I got it. What do you guys think he locked it up for? He says ARV is 120, repairs is 80. What do you think he locked it up for? What do you think I can sell it for? You think he locked it up for 6? What do you think I can sell something for? If ARV 120, repairs 80. Oh, fuck, dude. I don't even know what you would sell that for. We'll look at comps. I'll tell you what I think just right off the top of my head. I think this sells somewhere between 10, 15K. If you're lucky, 20. That's just sort of what's going on in my head. My wholesale calculators, which you guys, if you haven't RSVP'd for, I think all of you guys have, wholesalecalculators.com. Make sure to RSVP. I would actually be interested to see run the numbers in there and tell me what it would go for. But he locked it up for 9,000. I'm thinking it's high, but let's see. Let's see, Shanks. All right, so let's run some numbers on this thing. So how do we comp? We can comp with a lot of different softwares. You guys can even comp with Zillow, but you guys know my favorite software is still XLeads. So if I can use XLeads, I use XLeads. All right, let's put this address in. 90K cost. I think you may be surprised though. Some of these properties are just so cheap that they sell. Let's see. It's not pulling up on XLeads. I have a hard time putting my addresses into XLeads sometimes, I swear. Okay. Well, anyways. I'm just going to comp with Zillow. So comping with Zillow, you got to figure out where the house is, which is sort of annoying. That's why I like using XLeads better. House is right here. There's the freeways. House is right here. Okay, cool. Remembered that. Oh, God. I think it's right here. Okay, so let's see what other sold houses have sold for. That's the problem with comping with Zillow. You got to make sure. Was it 8 and then 75? That's why I hate comping with Zillow. All right, let's try this one more time. Go here. You got to remember. You got to look at what those freeways were. Oh, my God. Comping with Zillow sucks. No, it's 102 and 75. Okay. 102, 75, Winchester and Remington. Oh, my God. Where are we? Where's the 102? There's a 75. Winchester. Where's Winchester? You guys, there we go. Found it. All right. The house is in here somewhere. Okay. So, yeah, I did have that right. All right. This house, guys, sold for 76. I got no info on it. This one sold for 136. Still don't have pictures on it. This one sold for 15K. Didn't give us a lot of information. Down here, That shitter sold for 35. So that's actually a pretty good sign for us, guys. Oh, this is straight up Detroit. Oh, I didn't even know we were straight up Detroit, bro. Oh, Highland Park. Yeah, Highland Park. Actually, we just got a house in Highland Park. I looked at today. Anyways, yeah, this one, guys, this one sold for 35, which is actually a really good sign. Because this thing's a piece of shit. And that sold for 35. And our house, probably better condition than that one. And ours is 2,000 square feet and 2 bathrooms. So that's a very, very good sign. But the issue with Detroit is that this street is different than this street. This street you get shot on. This street, is safe and you can walk up and down with your kids. That's the problem with Detroit. It's very, very street by street. I'm thinking he may have locked it up at an okay price. I thought that was going to be too low. Let's look at some actives. Not a lot of actives up in here. I don't know what's going on. This one's active at 59K. But that looks really nice. You see, this is the problem with Detroit. It's so street by street. So ARV on this one is 60K. And that's not a good sign. So I haven't seen anything sell near 120 to justify it. That's not. This one's going to be tough to comp. All right, we're going to have to try different software. You guys can always comp with me and let me know what you guys find. This one, we're not finding any big houses. Why isn't Exley's pulling up my search today? You guys know what I'm doing wrong? I'd love for Exley's to pull up my search. No idea what I'm doing wrong. 2, 1, no. Why does that happen sometimes? I swear I just have a hard time just putting stuff in. You guys told me last time I was doing something wrong. Refresh. All right, if this doesn't work, I'll just go over to batch leads. All right, I'm struggling with this one. I may have to do this later. You guys keep dropping your other leads down there. And yeah, it's just not working. Okay, we'll just go to batch leads. Get out of here. I want to see if this is a good deal or not. I don't know. I don't know, man. This one's tricky. This one is tricky. There's just not a lot of houses right in there. That one's 10,000 and active. What the actual fuck? Stop zooming in batch leads. Hopefully PropStream fixes that. Why is this one 10,000 and active? Is that actually true? Nah. No, now it says it's off market. See, that's the problem, guys. The data is not always right. That was active for 10,000 and didn't sell. What? The hell? Let me see pictures. Why are you glitching? Why is everything glitching today? Click. Okay, it won't let me. Okay. All right. Hold on. You're telling me this one was 10,000 and didn't sell. All right. This is a really good comp. This is a really good comp. This one didn't sell at 10K. We got ours at 9K. I'm going to send this comp. This is a good comp. Well, we got one good comp. So, yeah. Let's see about... That's a good comp. Again, this is a little bit further south than I would like to go. I'm not getting any comps up. Oh, my God. This is the problem with batch leads. It just jumps everywhere. I don't know why they haven't fixed that yet. Probably because they just sold for so much money. They don't care. But I care. I don't know, guys. This is tough. I'm going to go back 24 months. I'm going to ignore the square footage too. Let's see if we get any properties up in here. And then we'll move on to the next deal. Nothing. There's literally no properties that sell in this little pocket. I don't know. This one's tough. I don't have an answer. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to drop him the link of this property that didn't sell for 10. If you guys have a better response, let me know. Okay. All right. Let's check your guys' leads. Let's check your guys' leads. I'll move that to under review because I don't know. Okay. All right. Let's check your guys' leads. So we got Jude sent me one in Florida. Florida, I can comp in about 2 seconds. So that's easy for me. All right. I'm going to power comp these leads, guys. I'll get this done in about 10 minutes. Oh, land deal in Dallas, Isaac, I can get done in about 60 seconds. So send that over. 127. All right, start with this one. You guys should know how to comp by now. I just dropped a sick video today on comping. Did you guys all watch that? Please tell me you watched that. Please tell me you watched that. Go watch my most recent video. If you guys have not seen it, I literally cannot help you more than that. I just dropped a 30-minute comping tutorial. This video. Okay, that's literally how to comp. Like just go watch that. Okay, just go watch that. But anyways, this property just sold. No, it didn't just sell. Street View. This piece of shit is a 211 one-car garage, 1952, half an acre. Okay, I'm going to quickly comp it. Let's find a comparable. All right, I told you I'd do it in 2 seconds. It's been a little bit more than 2 seconds. This house is bigger. We got to find a really small house. Land looks to be worth about 60K. But this land is onto the pond, so that must be a different comp. Let's try to find a house that's small. There's a small piece of shit house. This one's brick. Was ours brick? Ours is brick too, so that's a good comp. This one sold for 165, and it wasn't that nice. Okay, so if yours is in this condition, about 165. Okay, what condition is yours in, Jude? ARV on yours looks to be closer to about 265, and you'd probably want to buy it around 150, I'd imagine. All right, there you go. What, Jude, where are you at on this one? Okay, that's what I would say on yours, buddy. ARV's north of 250. And you want to buy it. Guys, rule of thumb is you want to be buying property. You want to sell a property to an investor with a 100K spread. So if ARV is 250, you usually want to sell it to an investor at 150. That's a quick rule of thumb. It's quick and dirty. It helps you with your comping. Okay? Jude's not responding. Jude, come on, help me out here, Jude. All right, next one. You got one in why have I feel like I've seen that property? Dixie Lane in Dallas. 6 to 7. Oh, dude, it's gonna be a piece of. I don't even like this one. It's gonna be a confusing one. I don't think I'm gonna like it. I have an appointment with the seller in 10 minutes. Cool. Get it under 150. I don't know the condition though. Okay, let's see. Why have I feel like I've seen this one? Okay, so land, guys, we go to regrid. Well, I'm just worried that like the owner knows too much, right? The fact that you told me that the owner has been approached by builders and they think they can build 6 to 7 houses, to me, the owner thinks his land is worth more than it actually is what that's telling me. And I could be wrong, but that's probably what I'm hearing. Some guy sitting on some land that he thinks worth too much. How much did he want for it? Right. I'm not saying you have a bad deal. I'm saying this guy, I mean, what a fucking nightmare to build. I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, 6 to 7 is really fucking pushing it because here's one house off of this one house right here, 2 houses, 3 houses, 4 houses. I see closer to 5. Maybe you can squeeze in 6. But like, what does he want for it? I mean, it's a great lot. Like, I'd fucking love to own this. You see, that's the fucking issue. The guy wants too much for his land. So you get these guys who just, they're going to sit on their land until they die. 1.6 million is fucking ridiculous. I mean, actually, maybe I'm speaking out of my ass because I haven't seen it yet. So let's quickly comp it. He's been approached by every builder in Dallas. Why, why are we going to get the deal? We want to try to find the one before they've been Kardashianed. To me, this sounds like a Kardashian. Could be wrong. Also, doing that development work and the subdividing, we need it at a big discount because this is a lot of work and it's not loading. Why is something not loading? All right, let's refresh. All right, it's not loading land comps, but it looks like houses. Can we find a new house? New houses. There's literally no new construction. Oh my god, there's one new construction for 2.23 million. Holy shit. Okay, well that is across the street. Holy shit. Okay, well maybe your price isn't so wrong. I'm surprised that's that much money. Jesus. Where is this? Oh, I know the area. Oh shit, I know this area well. Okay. We're not getting any land comps. We're not getting any new home construction. That's okay. So land in this area is probably worth about 25% of what a new house would go for. I wouldn't cross Buckner if I could help it. Seems like houses are going about 600K that aren't new. So let's just call new houses 750. Just making up numbers here. Maybe 800. Okay. So because that one's all fixed up and looking purty, but it also isn't a new construction. So let's just run some quick numbers here. Let's run it at 750K a house times. You think you can build 6? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Someone do that math for me. I don't know. What's that? That's 4.5 million. So you got 4.5 million of houses at 25%. What's that? I don't know. Someone do that math for me. 1 million, 1 point, I don't know, about a little over 1 million, 1.2 million. That's what I sort of think the land is worth. So, I mean, he wants 1.6. In my opinion, he can, right? It may be worth it to someone. It's not a wholesale deal. He wants too much. All right, good try though, Isaac. See, I immediately knew it was a bad deal just from the way you approached that to me. He's been approached by all these builders and they say they can build 5 to 6. It's like, oh, fuck. Right. Good try though. Okay. No, I appreciate you, man. I would have loved to make it work. If you found that off market and the seller was a little old lady who wanted 800K, I would have been like, fucking, I would have gone erect. Oh, hello. That was bad timing. Hello, Olivia. That was awkward timing. Anyways, I'll call you after this, Olivia, about some of the deals we're working. Pause. Dude, land. All right, which ones do I need to comp right now? Jude, go get that deal, bro. Go get that fucking deal. I like that one. Very awkward timing. Very awkward timing indeed. All right. You guys are submitting a lot of deals. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to all of them. Olivia, we need to work on that Dallas deal tomorrow. Later this week. So yeah, we got to work on that Dallas deal. How did the Missouri showing go, Olivia? Need to know about that. How are your x-rays? My plumber never showed up, so I'm going to call him. Hold on, guys. I'm going to go yell at my plumber real quick. What else do we have on the list? My plumber's not answering.
Your call has.
Yeah. All right. My bad, guys. I guess you meant just stand up. Dallas. What about it? What about test app? What about in Dallas? Oh yeah. No. He didn't do whatever happened with Galveston? I forgot to follow up today. What the fuck happened with Galveston? Yeah, what happened with Galveston, Kyle? Let's call the realtor. She was a bit oof. She was a bit on that side. All right, let's call the agent. It's a $30,000 assignment fee.
Your call has been
Oh my!
forwarded to voicemail.
Oh yeah, dude, I even texted her. She never responded. Dude, did they just backdoor us? God, they're so weird. All right, fine. Test app. Test app. You need to get a real name, bro. I'm just gonna put it out there. Your name sucks. I want to get that deal sold, Kyle. I mean, I'm gonna do a text blast campaign tomorrow to agents, but I want to know if this lady's gonna come through. You got a lot. This is land. What do they want for it? They want 100K, I think you said in the chat. Wants 100K. He can probably piss off. This is a pretty bad neighborhood. It's a pretty fucking bad neighborhood, dude. Just letting you know, lots in this neighborhood usually go for 60K is what we sell them for. Now, he has a big lot, so I'm trying to see if you can split it into two. I don't think it's big enough to split into two. Yeah, tell him to get the fuck out. I mean, it's almost big enough to split into two, but I don't think you would split that into two. That's egregious. He wants 100K for a lot in South Dallas. Where did he ask him how he got that number? Or I'll put him on a phone and tell him to go fuck himself. Sorry, I get angry. I mean, what the hell, man? In the ghetto, where lots are selling for 50,000, I told you 60. Did I not nail that? 50, 70. This one was 100, but that was, look, it was 4 times the size. So yeah, dude, a quick comp would tell you that's a terrible deal. Lot, I could sell that lot for 60, and it's a little bit bigger, maybe 60 to 70K. Probably 70K. Terrible deal. Terrible deal. Talk him down. Get him to 50. Tell him I agree with your numbers, except half of that. What a fucking crap deal. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying, like, how the hell do you want 100K for that lot? All right. You guys are, I'm going to stop saying max deals. He's mean. I know that I probably wholesaled 10 lots in that area. Like, I know that area well. I own a house in that area. That ain't it, Chief. All right. Any other ones? We done? You guys done getting yelled at by Max? All right. Well, I'm going to go sell some deals. I know you have some land deals to move. That's where we're going to jump off this live stream. At least my offer. Dude, your offer was spot on. Good job, Test App. Your offer was spot on. 50K would have been my offer too. You fucking nailed your offer. Good job. The guy's delirious. He's never going to sell his land. 50K is a good offer. Good job, man. This is why you got to get Propelio. Got to get Propelio, guys. Okay. Is that it, guys? I'm going to go work some buyers. We got some deals we got to sell. So unfortunately, I got to jump off and go make money. All right. I appreciate you guys joining the live stream. Quick little live stream today. We will be back live on Thursday where, I don't know, maybe we'll do PPL. Maybe I'll teach you guys how to pull lists. We'll see. I love you guys. Thank you. No other deals? No other deals you guys are close on? Jude's close on that one. Jude wants me to comp an Ohio deal. I'll let him get under contract first. Abdu wants something in Oklahoma City. Do you still need that, Abdu? You here, buddy? Maybe we go high level. Oh, yeah, shit. I need to go. Okay, guy, I actually got to go. I got to actually work today. Kyle's going to kick my ass. Okay, bye.